I wouldn't say the instruction. The mandate was, look, there are people that are our network's competitor. I would love you to organize a past. Just make sure that it because this is likely going to be huge. Make sure that it's out there, and that network is disrupted, is discredited, basically.
And then how do you get introduced to this John Wick person?
No, it's
let me take it a step back.
Okay.
Did Ibi introduce you to John Wick, or did you know John Wick before you met Ibi?
I knew John Wick before I knew Ibi.
Yes, because I'm asking you this in your engagement with Chair, and I'm quoting you. You said, networks take years. People just don't accept new people into the network. Mm-hmm. Those were your words.
Yes.
So what I'm not understanding is how they can meet you in May. I'm talking about Ibi. You mm-hmm. get introduced to him in May.
Also.
Literally a month later, beginning of July, he's already trusting you to run an operation. Or you will answer me and say it's not May of that year. So let me leave it to you to answer it.
Oh, so apologies. I'd already said to Chair that I met earlier on that year, not in May.
It was not in May.
No, the introduction relating to this matter was in May. There's that difference.
But you were introduced to Ibi much earlier.
Much earlier in January. So when I got introduced to him, it was relating to I needed my associates and I needed financial aid, but it was mostly a political matter in Western Africa. So there was a legal matter pertaining to a high-ranking official there, which I needed financial aid on. That's how we actually got introduced, and he then aided me in that regard, or aided my associate.
Okay. And then during the period before July, did you do any work for Mr. Ibi? I'm talking about the period before July. So in May or April or March, did you do any work for him that related to containers?
I've assisted him once prior, but at the time he had indicated, I think it was around about April. By the time I didn't really know much about him. I just knew that he's a businessman, refinery, and that container stayed there. I assumed that maybe it's a paperwork issue. Then when they came back to me, it seemed to be a paperwork issue because I said, I think he had a clearing agent in Sentin. So I said to him, let your clearing agent send all the relevant paperwork to Transnet. And eventually I think that was cleared, but then it was handled between the clearing agent and the Transnet people.
Mr. Nku, is the short answer then yes, I did do some work for him, but it didn't relate to narcotics?
Yes.
So that's how you answer simple questions. Thank you.
Yes,
Mr. Nku, who is VJ? You mentioned VJ earlier.
So he would be another associate henchman of Mr. Ibi.
Of
Ibi.
Okay, so VJ is not the same person as John Wick.
No, they are not the same. They are not the same person.
Okay, and my understanding is that you never, just explain to us again the communication between, the modes of communication between you and EB. It was WhatsApp, correct?
99% of the time.
Okay, so the screenshots that we have and that we see where Alpha is mentioned, that it's not you.
I think if I can view, I'll tell you there's probably one VJ, not John Wick.
Okay, so VJ knew Chief Mashaba and worked for EB.
Advocate Seagulls, I don't know whether to say worked or was an associate.
Okay, but VJ and EB have some sort of an association which you have knowledge of.
Indeed.
Can I ask you to go to page 47? We will come back to that previous, to the other document at 49. But if you go to 47 of that same bundle. Are you on page 47? Do you have it?
Mm-hmm.
So as we understand, so this is the 29th of June 2021, and now from what you're saying, this would have been a screenshot of a conversation between EB and John Wick, which John Wick would have sent to you. Now this says, do you see the message there? The top one says, "Salam boss, we will talk properly when we meet. Did VJ collect the keys?" And then the response is, "Yes, I will see you tomorrow. I should be ready. VJ phoned today. His phone was off. We'll try tomorrow morning." And then, "No problem, please do check with him." Then the next message, "Mate, he won't give me the keys or the phone. He says legally he can't. He put up a big stink about General Mashaba." And then at the last paragraph, there's mention of an X5, and then the second last message, he also said someone called up about the keys, not Mashaba, said he works with him. And then it says, "Boss, this IO does not want to play game." So whoever is speaking here, there's reference to I'm assuming General Mashaba is Chief Mashaba.
You would be. Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
Okay. And we know that you have an association with Chief Mashaba, and you're now saying that VJ also had an association with Chief Mashaba. And you have a conversation with Chief Mashaba about keys as well. Do you recall that conversation?
Yes, and I also have that conversation with EB also on WhatsApp.
Okay, where Chief Mashaba was supposed to go and collect keys, and he then says, I only found one key. That's on page 122 of that same bundle, which is a conversation between you and Chief Mashaba. And that conversation is the 25th of June 2021, and the screenshot on your phone is 29 June 2021, so a few days later. Now, explain to us what is happening there, because if that is not a conversation between you and Alpha, you and EB, then Chief Mashaba is involved in something else regarding a keys with you and VJ. Correct? Because you're not part of the conversation, the dream conversation. So what was that matter about?
So please repeat a question.
If we go back to page 47,
yes,
on your version, anything that has the screenshot with Alpha is not a conversation between you and Alpha. It's a conversation between Alpha and John Wick. Correct? Don't say
Oh, sorry. Oh, apologies.
Yes, okay.
Apologies.
Now, here there's a conversation where they say, did VJ collect the key? So we know VJ is not in this conversation. It's
Correct.
between Alpha and John Wick, and they are asking whether VJ collected the keys.
Correct.
Right? And then he says, not a problem, he had difficulty, and then they say he put up a big stink about General Mashaba, Chief Mashaba, suggesting that VJ also knows Chief Mashaba.
Correct.
Now, then there's a conversation. So look at that screenshot. It's 29 June 2021, the image. We don't know when the conversation took place, but it's 29 June, the image. If you then go to page 122 of that same bundle, he's looking for some keys. And this is 25 June 2021. He says, that's the only key I find. So just let me know when you're there.
What page?
Page, page 122 of that same bundle.
Correct.
There's also conversation between the two of you about keys.
Correct.
And around the same time. So my question to you is, what was happening regarding these keys? Because you have a conversation with Chief Mashaba about the keys, and according to you, there's a conversation between Alpha and John Wick about keys around the same time, but we don't know the date of the conversation because you have the screenshot. So there must be another operation that you are involved in there, which you've roped Chief Mashaba in, or VJ's roped him into.
Chair, I would request not to go into the specifics, but in relation to the key, indeed, there was a request, and I think it was there on my WhatsApps, directly from Evie to request that Chief Mashaba get him the keys. I think they were relating to a car which had office keys. So the person whom these keys belonged to at the time was in hospital. And there was the reason why there was that request, I think the keys were with an investigating officer. So,
okay. The point being that, so we know now that VJ is also involved with Chief Mashaba and doing operations with Chief Mashaba, associated with EB.
Associated.
With EB.
Associated.
Okay. I'm going to take you to another document just so that we can get to the bottom of the chats, the so-called streams, which are screenshots, and then we can get back into your statement on page 32. But I hope that before they flight it, that they have redacted all the names and perhaps not flight it for the moment.
Page
32 of the bundle. You'll see it is also a chat which is on your, which is an image, a screenshot that's on your phone. And it's 21 May 2021. Somebody will assist you.